In a small village, where the earth smells of rain and the sky stretches endlessly, there lived a mother named Adana. Her hands were calloused from farming, her heart heavy with dreams she'd buried long ago. But today begins a story that will challenge every African parent to rethink what's possible for their children. Adana's life revolved around two things: the land that fed her family and her 12-year-old son, Chidi. Every morning she woke before dawn to till the soil, praying the harvest would be enough to pay for Chidi's school fees. But lately, whispers had begun in the village. "Why waste money on books? Let the boy farm," they said. Even her husband, Emeka, doubted. "Education is for the rich," he argued. But Adana remembered her own childhood, how her father sold their only cow to keep her in school until he fell ill. She'd vowed Chidi's story would be different. One afternoon, a knock came at Adana's door. Chidi's teacher, Mr. Adewale, stood holding a test paper. "Your son is a genius," he said. Adana stared at the score, 100%, and Tuz blurred the numbers. "There's a scholarship in the city," Mr. Adewale urged, "but he'll need your support." That night, Adana lay awake, torn. The city was a world away, a place of strangers and danger, her husband warned. Yet in Chidi's eyes, she saw a fire she couldn't extinguish. Adana sold her mother's silver bracelet, the one she'd sworn never to part with, to buy Chidi's bus ticket. "Go," she told him, "but never forget where you came from." In the city, Chidi faced storms he'd never imagined. Bullies mocked his village accent. Nights were spent studying under flickering hallway lights. Yet with every challenge, Adana's voice echoed in his mind. "You are your ancestors' wildest dream." Years later, the boy who'd once carried firewood on his back stood tall in a graduation gown, accepting a scholarship to study abroad. When Chidi's face flashed on the tiny screen of Adana's borrowed phone, the village erupted in cheers. Emeka, now stooped and grey, squeezed her hand. "You were right," he whispered. But Adana's mind was already racing. How many other children's dreams were buried under doubt? Adana poured her savings into a dusty wooden shed she called the Future Room. Here village children huddled around donated tablets, their faces lit by screens and possibility. "Education isn't a betrayal of our culture," she told parents. "It's our bridge to a world where our children lead." Today that shed is a school. The girl who sold plantains by the road now writes code. The boy who herded cattle cures them with vaccines. And Adana, she's the grandmother who whispers to every child, "You are a seed. Let the world be your soil." Parents of Africa, your children are not just your own. They belong to a future waiting to be shaped. Doubt is a luxury we can't afford. Let Adana's story remind you, when we water dreams instead of weeds, miracles grow. The greatest gift you can give your child is the courage to outgrow you. Subscribe and drop your comment about this story. Share this story with every parent who needs to hear it. Thank you.